This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.
The conversation this morning turns to the Minister of Women Affairs, Uju Kennedy-Ohaneye, who has placed a ban on the lodging of underage girls in hotel rooms in a bid to combat human trafficking. Minister Ohaneye also stated that from the 20th of June 2024, all hotels will be required to put up a sign that says no lodging of underage girls outside the premises. Joining us this morning to speak on this issue is Hassana Mena, the Executive Director of ASVL Support Initiative, a women-led organization that's dedicated to equipping communities through innovative solutions to end sexual and gender-based violence. Ms. Hassana, good morning and thank you for joining us on the conversation.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
What are your reactions to the statement that the Minister of Women Affairs has made? Do you think that this is the way to tackle trafficking of girls?
I think the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs have good intentions, but I think most times when it comes to execution, that she normally has problems with. And women and girls issues are sensitive issues that must be done, especially in the country that we find ourselves, must be done with seriousness. You know, it can't be done haphazardly. You cannot be on media all the time stating policies or saying things without sitting down with people to hear from experts, to sit down with even your colleagues, to understand what's happening. Just being on media and just saying things haphazardly kind of just takes away from the intention of things, because we have seen her back down from certain things that she had said. Now back to the conversation on lodging underage girls in hotels. I have read the statement. I've read the news report from the cable. I haven't seen a video of her saying what she said. But if this goes through her normal fashion of just blurting things out to the media, then it begs the question whether or not there are, context to what underage girls mean. Does that mean that, they would have, if my 7-year-old old daughter, can she stay in a hotel, or are you saying that all underage girls cannot stay in a hotel? And if that's the case, are we talking about proper means of identification? How do you identify, who is underage and who is not? And also, at the end of the day, is how do you then ensure, because I think I was on this Radio Now Nigeria sometime last month when I was talking about the issue with the girls that were the little girl that was taken into a hotel. I was talking about safeguarding issues. And yes, when we talk about safeguarding issues, it's important, but there are processes to follow. And that is where I'm normally skeptical when the Minister of Women Affairs, because she seems to have bright ideas, but when it comes to execution, she normally stumbles at it. And that is what really worries me.
If I may, there are questions on whether it is legal. This directive banning the hotels, is it something that's enforceable? Is it a statement that she can make as a minister of the country? And that's what I'm saying. Because, if you go to other saner claims, let's say in the UK, there are certain age groups that cannot just, come and get rooms in hotels. And I know that even respectable hotels in this country, you have to have your ID card, you have to give them a means of identification. But we also have seen situations where young girls below the ages of 18, are being lodged by men. In fact, I think the girl that was lodged by her father and, a whole lot of rubbish happened in the hotel was, I think, below 7, So there are issues of safeguarding, and there are ways, that you can ensure that hotels understand that women and girls must be safeguarded. And that, I think, was saying, at the end of the day, was saying the same thing. So whether or not, because anything can be made, legal, anything can be, but it's one thing to blot out statements, and it's another thing to really sit down and look at, okay, this is the problem. How can we find solutions to it? And you can only do that by getting opinions of other people. Not just sitting down to just blot out things that at the end of the day makes it impossible to execute, and then people then don't take you seriously as a minister.
Ms. Mena, thank you very much for your time and your expertise on this conversation. Hassana Mena is the Executive Director of ASVIO Support Initiative. It is an organization that is equipping communities through innovative solutions to end sexual and gender-based violence. She joined us on Now Breakfast this morning to speak on the Minister of Women Affairs, Uju Kennedy-Ohaneye, placing a ban on the lodging of underage girls in hotel rooms in a bid to combat human trafficking.
This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.